Sony's critically acclaimed Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was a masterclass in how to appropriately adapt Spider-Man Legacy on screen. It deserves to be recognized as the best Spider-Man adaptation of all time. Before the film's release, audiences had seen 3 theatrical Spider-Man reboots in less than 20 years, beginning with 2002's campy and pulp-infused Spider-Man, directed by Sam Raimi of the Evil Dead fame. Themes from Spider-Man return in Into the Spider-Verse. By making the film an origin story for Peter's successor, the filmmakers teach us the same lessons about heroism and responsibility that Peter teaches us, but through an entirely new and different lens. Miles Morales is a fantastic role model for young people of color, but the lessons he teaches them are just as important as the representation he provides. Miles not only learns the value of responsibility when he is forced to save New York City, but he also learns the nuances of morality and the power of choice when he discovers his uncle is the Prowler. Viewers witness Miles gaining power beyond his wildest dreams, and the fact that we witness him inevitably making the decision to use it for good, despite the influences pushing him in the opposite direction, is powerful. Not only do we see these lessons through Miles' eyes, but Spider-Verse also lets us see Peter Parker relearn them in an exciting and unique way. After Miles' universe's original Spider-Man dies, he is left without a mentor. That is, until he meets Peter B. Parker, Jake Johnson, a cynical and jaded Spider-Man from another dimension. Peter B. recontextualizes his understanding of what it means to be a hero and a good man through his relationship with Miles, allowing him to return to his dimension and rekindle his relationship with Mary Jane Watson. Peter B. returns to Spider-Man's commitment to protecting the underdog, a lesson he instills in Miles, establishing a cycle of heroism that stems directly from the morals instilled in the original Peter Parker by his Uncle Ben. Captures from Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man's visual excitement. A common criticism leveled at MCU-era Spider-Man films is that they fail to capture the visual style of Spider-Man as a character. The Raimi and Webb films reveled in showing Spider-Man swinging around New York City. Spidey has arguably the most breathtaking traversal techniques of any superhero, and both Raimi and Webb did an excellent job of putting us in Spider-Man's shoes as he swung high above the cityscape. This is something that Into the Spider-Verse does as well, but it doesn't end there. Every frame of the film drips with pulpy visual flair, eerily similar to the comic books that gave birth to the character. The film doesn't shy away from displaying Spider-Man's eccentricities in everyday situations, such as when Peter and Miles have a full-fledged conversation while walking up a wall. In Miles' room, all of the Spider-Men crawl back and forth along the wall to avoid being noticed by Gank, Miles' roommate. The animators even changed intentional details, such as animating Miles at a lower frame rate than Peter B. Parker, to highlight the difference in experience between the two. While these moments may appear juvenile or unimportant in the grand scheme of things, they all play an equal role in giving the film the same distinct style that Spider-Man comics have used for years. Into the Spider-Verse is both meta and its own film. The meta quality of the film isn't limited to references. It's clearly baked into the film's DNA. When Miles is first bitten by the spider that will inevitably turn him into Spider-Man, he gains what the audience recognizes as spider sense. However, this film does not depict it in the same precognitive manner as previous Spider-Man films. Miles' spider sense is literally the fourth wall of a comic book. He develops an internal monologue and becomes acutely aware of his role in a superhero story. This takes the visual form of comic book pages and panels, a visual motif that the film returns to frequently to alert the audience that something significant is happening. This kind of inventive filmmaking, combined with incredible voice acting and genuine affection for its central characters, makes Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse the ideal adaptation of the character. Alright guys, that's a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel for more videos just like this. See you guys next time!